In the last video, I talked about the three pieces of hardware involved here in this VPN. But I want to talk now about the software side of things. The software, the VPN software, has to have three parts to it. One is authentication. Before I build this VPN, I need to authenticate to this server to let it know that I am who I say I am. And in fact, it's usually a two-way authentication so that I also know the server is who it says it is. So part one is the authentication. Part two is the building of this tunnel. And the important thing to understand about the building of this tunnel is, first of all, realize that there are many, many routers that are in this World Wide Web here, right? There are many routers throughout the internet. And I established an actual route through here, a virtual circuit, so that it always goes through this one circuit in order to get from this place to this place. And that is an important concept because if something happens in that circuit, if somebody, for example, is physically at one of those routers and taps into that router and attempts to tamper with my tunnel, the software, the VPN software will detect that and will reroute. It will tear down and rebuild this tunnel so that it goes through another router and attempt to foil that person who is attempting to get into my tunnel. And then the third aspect, we had the authentication, the tunneling or the building of this virtual circuit, which also, by the way, includes this encapsulation portion that we were talking about. That's all part of this tunnel. And then the third piece of that is the encryption. So we're going to encrypt all traffic that's coming through that tunnel so that nobody else can read it, even if they did get a few packets of it. So those are the three parts in the software: the authentication, the building of the tunnel, or also encapsulation, and then the encryption.